Well, it's quite a nice day. At least it's not raining at the moment. I think it has been raining. It's time to see my favourite pigeon, Perky. See if there's anything in there. I wonder what's in that tin. Cool. That's how they try to sell. So let's go and see if Perky and Mark's awake. They're up there. I can see them up there. See, it's been raining. They're always up there when it's raining. So I don't think they're going to see me again. So they'll go and sit here for a minute. Let's go and see if Mark will see me up here. See, it's all wet everywhere. It's not very good. There's Perky up there. And Sally. So let's zoom into him there. Perky's see me, look. Perky's really filling my head then, see? He loves me. So let's go and sit down. They're so funny, really. They're all excited now. You know, I went to Lymington yesterday, a nice bumblebee there. Don't see them often. On a bit of lavender. The seat's wet, but I don't care. It don't matter. As long as I'm alive, it matters. He's coming down. There's Sally. Here's Mark. So they're really pleased to see me. I mean, sometimes when they're sitting on my lap and people walking past, they do find it a bit amazing, really. You know, that there's all these pigeons on me. I find it a bit embarrassing, to be honest with you. You know, that all these birds actually quite love me. Come on, Perky, come on out. And who's that up there? Now, that one ain't got a name. Not Julie. There's Darth Vader. And it makes people smile, some people, as they're walking past. But not all people, unfortunately. Like I said, I think there's two different types of people out there. I think there's people that love birds and people that don't like them at all. Here comes someone else. Is that Julie? Yeah, Julie's here. Julie's just landed. Good landing, Julie. But it's like insects, you know. There's some people that actually love insects, like me, you know. There's two ways of looking at insects, you know. And a lot of people actually hate them. You know, they actually don't even want to think about them, do you know what I mean? You know, like spiders, for instance, you know, they're so frightened. Look at Sally there. I was forgetting about Sally, to film Sally. New Sally, she's quite young, isn't she? But some people hate spiders so much they don't, you know, they're scared of them and they're even tread on them. They see them, do you know what I mean? But I've always thought they were quite beautiful, you see. You know, there's two ways of looking at things. You know, and some people think these are like rats, but they're but we need more of them. I think they're disappearing today, do you know what I mean? You know, the last couple of years ago there's 50 of them or more. Today, look at them. Where are they gone to? And here comes another one. Here's Mr. Red. Where's Mark on? Give the birds a bit of nut, a few nuts. Makes them happy. Come here, Perky. Get back here. People walking a bit too close to me there. But there we go. Who's this? Oh, Julie's coming back. So yeah, some people love insects, you know, and it's like me. I'm quite aware actually when I'm walking about that I don't tread on any insects. But people don't think like that. Some people don't. Well, I think it's half the problem with the world today, do you know what I mean? Because God made everything, I think, you know, that's the way I look at it, you know, He made all the trees and whatever. So there's two different ways. There's two different ways of looking at things, you know. Same goes with gold and silver, really, you know, some people love it and some people keep away from it, I think. You know, you see the bad side of it, I don't know, do you know what I mean? And what does make you rich, what's more valuable than gold and silver is having wisdom. Wisdom will give you treasures. So your memories, you know, good memories, they're treasures. You know. So you can't get richer than being wise in life. Hello Perky, come up here. Come here Perky, my best friend. Come on, did you see him fly over and see me when he pressed come up round? Where's Sally gone? Sally gone. But I'm sure Sally's Mark's little baby, to be honest with you. There's Darth Vader. Royalty, isn't he? But like I said, I think he's really old, you know, like if you have a look around his eyes there. Sorry, I'm not filming very well. Hang on, let's get back in there a bit. Hang on. Someone running past. Can they see on feeding pigeons here? You know what I mean? Anyway, if you have a look around the eyes, they got like, sometimes they've got big, well, look on the nose, they've got big waffles on. Oh God, frighten me, you know, made me jump. They do it deliberately, I think. It's even a way of doing things quietly, because I used to do removals, you know, and when you're pulling out things like that, you can do it quietly. But anyway, I don't want to, you know. So I'm pleased to see you. I don't know this one very well. Looks like Simon a little bit, but it's not. I don't know where Simon went to. Only saw him once, I think, a few times. It's like Yana. There's a pigeon called Yana, and they kind of like disappeared, you know, and they kind of like disappear from my head when they disappear. It kind of like forget what they're called. And like, that's Mr. Red there. Not sure what to call this one here. Mr. Brown Wings. Mrs. Brown Wings. There's Judy. She's hungry. Right, let's get some more down to them. So I think they're pleased to see me today. The pigeon nut man. I think it's Matt or someone said the other day, Holy Pigeons, you know. I thought that was a good title for my next movie. This is my next movie. I mean, I did go to Lymington yesterday, but I didn't really enjoy it. I had to go there, you know. And it was raining and cold. I would have enjoyed it if it was sunnier and there's more pigeons there. But it's a bit of fun, you know. Yeah. You know, you got to, you know, it's really important to do what you're doing. You've got to enjoy it. Really, if you don't do it, if you don't enjoy doing it, you're not learning anything. Really, I don't think. You know, sometimes you learn to do a task, and then you got to do it again and again and again every day. Do you know what I mean? It gets a bit boring, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You learn how to do it, if you see what I mean. You become professional at it, but it gets a bit boring, doesn't it? Once you know how to do something, if you see what I mean. But it's really important to do something that you enjoy doing. Like, I enjoy doing this, do you know what I mean? It cheers me up. Come on, Darth Vader. But yeah, if you notice around Darth Vader's eyes, let's get close in. They're listening to something. They're quite thick there around the eyes. That means he's quite old, I think. Getting on, aren't you, Darth Vader? I think he's getting on like me. I'm 60. I think he's 62. 60 as well. So I think they've had a good feed today. That's lavender and they're shooting off now. Not flying around in circles like they used to. But that was quite nice. I enjoyed that. You know, I enjoyed seeing Perky spot me. And as soon as he spotted me, he nearly flew on my head. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good day. Love all birds. And be wise. And be happy. That's how you be wise. By laughing at everything. Really.